Hi, everybody. Welcome to ParentShift, episode 9 with your parent shifters, Ty and Linda Hatfield, Parenting from the Heart. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about the 4 levels of discouragement that children go through when they feel their 7 emotional needs are not being met. If you haven't been following us and you want to see the information about the 7 emotional needs, you can look at our Facebook page or our YouTube page, and on episodes 1 through 6, we'll give the information on that. So this information today comes from our book, ParentShift, 10 Universal Truths That Will Change the Way You Raise Your Kids. And we will be talking about universal truth number 10, which reads, I'm going to read that.
All children move through and between 4 levels of discouragement in response to unmet needs. And this is we're going to tie this into what's going on with the George Floyd death and how it's so relevant to what's going on right now. So it's going to be helpful for you in your home and understanding what's happening out in the world today.
So before we move on to the 4 levels, Ty's going to put up a chart that discusses the 4 levels and gives you information so that if you want to take some notes today, you're able to do this. And this comes directly from our book. And actually, this also comes from the work of Rudolf Dreikurs, who said that kids were going through the 4 mistaken goals when they felt that their needs were not getting met. However, we don't think it's a mistake or a goal. It's really going through 4 levels of discouragement. Children, their behavior is the messenger. This is their way of just simply communicating things to us or communicating that they're not feeling emotionally supported in the home. So how do we know when our child is in a level? Well, typically the parent will feel irritated, annoyed, bothered, like when your child's going, Daddy, 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 look at this, look at me, come here right now. And we start feeling really irritated and annoyed with our children.
Yes.
Our children are in level 1. And typically these discouragement levels start right here at demanding attention. And when the child feels that they're not getting the attention that they need, they typically will move to level 2. Now, not yet. So if you wait for it, he was going to click. If you feel angry, challenged, or provoked, like you want to make your child do something, you want to make them clean their room, make them do their homework, make them pick up their toys, make them take a bath. Your child is in a...
Can I press the button now?
Yes. Power struggle,
so exciting.
which is level 2. So they're working it at level 1. They're trying to get the attention that they so desperately need. That doesn't seem to be working for them, so they move to level 2 and create a power struggle with you and to see if that works. Now, if we don't redirect there, typically the parent will feel hurt, shocked, and rejected because the child is beginning to move to level 3, which looks like things like you're a bad mommy or daddy, or I don't like you, or I wish I had somebody else's parent instead of you, or I hate living here.
I hate you.
I hate you. And so the child has now moved to level 3, which is displays of revenge. And they want to hurt you back as they perceive they've been hurt. And this one can become a vicious cycle because typically the child will hurt our feelings, and then we have to show our authority, and then we hurt their feelings by putting them in timeout or yelling at them or logical consequences or taking things away. So it's some type of punishment. And then the more we punish, it cycles back and the child gives us more revenge cycle behavior. So unless,
very
again,
ugly.
It's very hurtful for everybody. It damages the relationship. It lowers self-esteem. And remember, in prior episodes, I said you need that relationship to be as healthy as possible so that you can get cooperation and harmony in your home. If the child feels that displays of revenge is not getting their needs met and we're not redirecting in a healthy way, the child typically will move into level 4. Now, level 4 is pity, sympathy, helplessness, things like I can't. You'll hear a lot, I can't do my homework, or I can't clean my room, or I can't pick up the toys, things like that.
It's hopeless.
It's hopeless. Then this is very developmentally driven as well. Of course, they don't expect a 1 and 2-year-old to pick up all their toys or to clean their room. So we have to be very aware of developmental stages, not only in inadequacy, but also in the other levels of demanding attention and power struggles and displays of revenge, because as we know, developmental stages are driving the show many times, especially in these younger ages. So level 4 is displays of inadequacy, where the child gives up, feels helpless, hopeless, and gives up even trying.
Tries to get you to do it for them.
Or even tries to get you to do it for them.
That's their goal, really.
And so Ty
can't do it.
Ty and I were discussing how interesting these levels are, because they show up in the adult world as well. The information we share with everybody around parenting, it's for all of us. We're all just children at heart anyway, aren't we? We're just running around in big bodies. So Ty's going to share how this is relevant to what's going on in our society today.
Yeah, so we're going to a regular screen here. No more chart. But today, we know that George Floyd passed away in the hands of the police, and there's different levels of response to this, what's going on. People are marching in the streets right now, and they're demanding attention, they're demanding change, they want attention from people that are in higher authority to make important decisions for them. So that's going on, and people are irritated and annoyed by those people, depending on where you're at. Or you could be in a power struggle with a relative or a friend. You have difference of opinions, so you're mad, you're angry, you're challenged by this. Bad words can be flowing back and forth, just in like child-parent relationship. We say hurtful things sometimes. But then if we don't feel like that's enough, then it's revenge time, and now people are looting, they're damaging things, and that's coming from being a revengeful person because they feel like they need to hurt you as they've been hurt. They're taking it out on the store, but really it's deep emotional lack of their emotional needs getting met. Or there's people that are just sitting at home. Maybe they've tried these things and all that, nothing's worked, so now they're inadequate. They feel like there's no hope. I've seen this before and I've seen it again, nothing changes, and I feel hopeless. So that happens, and it happens in all our relationships with different people. We have these feelings, and we're in these different levels of discouragement.
So what can we do about that?
Yeah, the goal is to meet our emotional needs as a person, feeling more powerful, getting appropriate attention, and then obviously meeting the needs of your children's emotional needs.
And how does all this relate to our book, ParentShift? What are the skill sets that we give in ParentShift that help not only with your children, that could also help our situation right now in our world?
Well, we teach win-win, how to make things a win-win, how to listen, how to sit down and have a family meeting. I mean, that's the answer to what's going on here, is listening, stepping into the other person's shoes, like your child, stepping into their shoes. That's why understanding their developmental stage is so important, and their temperament, stepping into their shoes and what's the world like for them.
And having empathy and compassion right now for everybody in all stages, ages, walks of life, and everything occurring in our society right now.
Yeah. So to get more of the answers, ParentShift has them all. Or you can take our next class in October if you're local in Southern California.
And we also do coaching on Zoom right now. We've been coaching a few families on Zoom, and it's been working out quite well. So
we'll end there.
And finally, we send you off on your parenting journey with love, and we do so from the bottom of our hearts. See you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.